for the country outlook. Martin, if you could please join us and share your screen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Olga. Allow me a few seconds. Let me set up the is that everybody seeing my screen for the PPT, I think?
Yes, we can see industry milestones at the moment.
Okay, there you go. So I'm going to try to control my time. So this is very exciting. I think really on the industry milestone, this is really the second year getting into the here in China we call it low altitude economy, LAE. You can take an equivalent calling of AAM, and it has been the second year since end of year 2023 that the central government of China positioned low altitude economy to be one of the three major strategic emerging industry. So and even more interesting, ever since that, the low altitude economy has been placed in central government annual report for 2 years in a row. So this is, I mean, the strategic importance at the moment, after 2 years of running the low altitude economy among all of the major agencies here in China, starting from the central level, the CAAC being the Civil Aviation Regulation Authority, and also several other dedicated central government agency governing the low altitude economy development. It has been, it becomes consensus already. So I think to the conclusion, really on the policy environment, that the strategic importance of on the low altitude economy at all levels, starting from the central level, regional government, regulation authorities, and all of the federal agency has been the consensus. It is really that important, and because of this strategic importance from the central government, so the LAE development has been. I think we have been enjoying a really good progress. So really getting down to, I think the whole industry is getting down to the major initiative is getting down to the digital infrastructure development. So why I'm saying that, referring to the digital infrastructures, is basically include conventional, more like airport or vertiport or verti-hub development, and also we have all of the ground CNS communication, navigation, surveillance infrastructures for the low altitude operation. And now particularly we are putting a big chunk of money development the low altitude economy air traffic control. So it has been a big initiative, and I think it was implemented at several levels. At higher level is more like at province level, and now even down to the province level, we have city level. So all of the money, resource, and talent has been put into this digital infrastructure has been huge. And on the major use case, I don't really need to emphasize that much. Really, even on the global stage, at the moment, there are only two RPAS eVTOL aircraft platforms. We got both TC and PC, and they're both in China. So one of them being EHang 216-S, so that's a multi-copter configuration. And it was mainly used for air tourism operation. In fact, that for the whole years of 2024, EHang has delivered, here's a very interesting number, 216 units of their EHang 216-S all over the world. So the other one being carry on from all of flight. So at the moment, they only type certify their cargo version. It's more like the RPAS version of their passenger carrying eVTOL. and it got both TC and PC and obviously AC. And it was used into two major use cases, one being the cargo delivery, and the other one being quite a few public service operation, firefighting, and also the emergency rescue. So those are for those two major use cases. And if I have to mention that, if you look at the quite a few of us has been fans of SMG Consulting's AAM Reality Index. If you count all of the top 20 OEM around the world, if we have 7 out of them out of China. So really has again 2 years in a row running into the LAE development. I think right now the community's acceptance here in China, I think it's really at a world leading status. We have almost like every single month we have a dedicated, more like low altitude economy symposium or conference here in China, and if you bring it up to a higher level of aviation industry symposium or conference, if you go to any major aviation industry symposium, the low altitude economy exhibition is going to be the most popular one. So that's pretty much the community acceptance level here in China. If you walk down the street, you talk to, even some of the guys, lawyers or guys from the hospital that you would be surprised that maybe on top of my head, one out of the 3 of those people, they actually know low altitude economy. So that's where we are. And I'm gonna just spend 1 more minute just getting down to one page. It's okay. So this maybe I just need to 1 or 2 minutes to run through this page, and that would be my conclusion. Really getting down to the public sentiment that here in China, I think we're also enjoying a working leading position on major use case development and the public acceptance. So we all know that there has been heated discussions on the AM industry on this $1 million question, is that where are we on the Gartner hype cycle? And here's my take, particularly put that question into the context of low altitude economy. So if you break it down for all of the AAM operational use case, if you put that into 4 major categories, very much like public service, cargo, passenger carrying, and industrial UAV. So here in China, I would say 3 out of 4 being cargo delivery and industrial UAV application and public service application. They have surpassed the value of that for innovation. So they're at spot number 1 shown on the charts. So I think right now they are at a very promising stage with the static growth rate. The only one major use case, more like I would not call it falling behind. I would not also call it, unfortunately, is realistic, right? That is the passenger carrying service is at the spot number 2 shown on the chart. I think they are right in the value of that for innovation at the moment. But with all of the, I think, joint forces in China, with the policy environment, with the regulatory environment, and also capital environment, and with the talent, the huge talent pool that we can leverage from the EV industry. Here in China, we have the biggest EV industry. So I would not be surprised at this time that the even for passenger carrying service, we can basically we can elevate all of the lessons learned from the other 3 major use cases. We can use that to power through this challenging time. So my conclusion would be here in China, I think low altitude economy or AAM as a whole here in China in the next 3 to 5 years I think we're going to see a huge. I think it's going to fulfill our expectation. It's going to fulfill the. It's going to basically um, get able to scale to the level that that meets our expectation and ultimately enjoy the commercial success. So I welcome that. In fact, that in 2 months, that Japan is going to host a AAM Asia Symposium, and hopefully that I'm going to see a few of you over there at the AAM Asian Symposium. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you for that